Welcome to Pro Bull Talk, where it's all talk and no bull. Get ready to slide and ride.
All right, let's go, boys. Hustle. Come on now. Let's go. Woo. Lay down now. Go to him.
Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Dustin Ratchford episode, brought to you by Cactus Rodeo, Five Feathers Ranch, Hanging G-Fly Systems, Dennis Davis Bucking Bulls, and DesignTunnel Studios. Y'all hang in. Bull riders today, they always ask this question, right? And it gets brought up on almost every podcast. So we're just going to stay with tradition. Bull riders and bulls back in the day compared to bull riders and bulls to today.
I had a feeling this was probably going to come up.
There you go. That it comes up on every podcast, so I don't want to leave you out.
So you're asking me what I think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I'll just extend on the bull power, and I know this is a sensitive topic for a lot of maybe you older folk or whatever, but I think it's definitely changed for sure. And if you can't see that the bull power is maybe a little different, I mean, y'all had some buckers, and for instance, we were talking about Rampage or whatever. Mm-hmm. There was some y'all had some dangerous bulls.
Yeah.
I want to say for today, they're probably not as dirty. There's still a lot of dirty bulls out there.
Sure.
That are ranked all in the same sentence or whatever.
Yeah.
But for bulls like Manhater, for what, a year there, that dude was ripping everybody a new one.
Yeah.
And now they're starting to figure him out to a point. I mean, John Cribber just put on a picture-perfect show on how to ride that son of a gun.
And away from his hand.
Away from his hand.
But that bull didn't turn back, 4 jumps?
I know. I think it's getting to the turn back.
What's so hard about the
getting to the turn back? I'm saying after. What I meant to say was after he turns back.
Yeah.
But to me, looking at him, once he turns back, he's kicking so hard. To me, what bulls are harder when they're taking a step ahead every jump
or kicking under their belly,
yeah. But he's got so much kick. You're not going to be able to ride him like the other ones for sure. But he's going to be more or less like a drop barrel, I would imagine.
You're going to ride him like you'd want to ride a bull in your dream. Because it's straight up and it's straight down. He's firing at both ends.
And he's kicking so hard, he's not moving away from me so fast.
Even if he is, he's coming up so high in the front because he's just, he's up and down. You're still having to reach and drive to that front so hard. That's when he comes up. And then when he drops out, I mean, just basically you're just setting your hips, and then by the time with the momentum you coming down, but when he hits, he's already going to start sending you this way, and he's coming up this way. Then you're just going to drive right. I mean, he's helping you drive yourself up there, and until he turns. And honestly, even when he does turn, it shouldn't get much harder as long as you're in time with him.
See, there's a bull. I mean, yeah. So you got, like Manhander or what, and then there's another bull. I want to say, I don't know who, I want to say either Blake Sharp owns him or, I'm probably going to get criticized for this, but I don't remember. But he's a brown bull out of right-hand deliveries, and he looks pretty hot, but he's bucked off like 55, 56 guys. They bucked him off. They bucked him at the World Finals, and I don't remember who he threw off, but I'm going to get criticized for not knowing his name.
Oh, I'm going to get burned up because I got a podcast, Pro Bull Talk, and don't know.
Well, he's like he's been a silent one. They only really, to me, it seems like they're only hyping him up when, it's not like when Bushwhacker or Asteroid was going. That was every weekend, whether he was there or not, or whatever, being talked about. And I wish I knew, Poison. Either Magic Poison or Potion.
Magic Potion?
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Mike's Magic?
No.
Mike's Motive?
No. That he's nice.
Yeah.
That's their pick of the pen every time they get a shot at him. Mm-hmm. I think it's Magic Potion or something like that. Or
I think that bull's up for. Didn't that bull win Bull of the Year in PRCA this year? Was it Magic Potion? I think Magic Potion.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe that's what it is. But all I know is he's a brown bull with a like a more of a white face, like a gray or white face. But he just whirling around there, and them guys, he's just beating them guys every. But then he'll go back the other way. Yeah. But I think he'll either start one way or the other and go back the other way. But they ain't been able to ride him yet, I don't think, unless they've rode him in the last couple of weeks, which I hadn't been watching.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll agree with the argument that the commonality of the bulls, it's not like every one of them. Well, I want to say around y'all's time is when it started kind of probably turning a little bit. But you go further back, I mean, they were getting on Herefords for Christ's sakes or whatever, you know, just whatever would kind of buck. And I don't know. I want to say you look at the breeding programs and stuff today.
By far.
For the last 15 years, it has ruled the roost.
Sure. 20 years.
Yeah.
The question was kind of better bull riders back then than we have bull riders now, or was it better bulls back then or better bulls now?
No, I want to say that's where adaptation probably comes into play. If we'd had the same set of bulls today back then, the cream of the crop would have figured out how to ride them one way or another. Sure. The riding disciplines or the principles are still the same.
Sure. Let me ask the question a different way. The bull riders back then, and I'm talking 80s, 90s, 80s and 90s, up to 2000. Could they ride these bulls here today? Or is there a better crop of bull riders back then than the crop of bull riders we have now?
Boy, I don't know. I can't.
And I'm not talking about like the top. I'm not talking about the top 15 in 80s and 90s. I'm talking like the top 100.
Short answer, I'm going to just probably say no.
That the bull riders
I want to say they're back then are not as good as today. And that all comes down to the power that they're exposed to. I can't say back then, I mean, what was that? Red One? Mm-hmm. When Donnie Gay rode him? Mm-hmm. That was probably the buckiness bull.
Red One, Joe Cool, Oscar.
Well, yeah. I mean, but you look at them, if you put those bulls in.
Bunny. I think there was a bull called Bunny that was really bad back then.
Now you're getting far beyond my youth there.
So, but I would have to disagree. I would think there was better bull riders back then.
But why?
But they didn't look off. They didn't check out. When you entered and you got on, they tried to make the whistle. Now you got a lot of them that's got the favorite of, well, we'll just live to fight another day. I'm gonna check out and live to fight another day. Today, I got one draw tomorrow. I'll be all right. Whereas back then, you didn't have gas money to get to that next one if you didn't ride this one. So there was a lot less people bailing out and checking out, and I don't know. I just think there was just a better overall, grittier, cowboyer, bull riding guys back then than there is now.
I want to say it comes down to the person more today, because I see it too. Mm-hmm. Hell, even guilty of it at certain occasions. You're in a bind there. I mean,
when there is zero chance of you getting back, and there is a fence coming, or why hang on? I mean, unless you know you're right at the whistle, then you might try to hang on a little bit. But we just never quit till our head hit the ground, and I don't know. There just seems like nowadays that, unless you're hurt, like the other day on social media, and I'm going to sell myself down the river here. Heath Scruggs had a bull at Taylor or something, and I think Winston Lopez got on him. And Winston was riding the piss out of him, and just middle of the ride, just picks his head up and steps off. And I posted, I told, I
see.
commented on her, and I told Heath, I said, damn, who the hell was that bull rider, and why did he look off? And I know Winston, and the video was from a little ways off, so I couldn't really tell who it was. I get a private message after that from Winston going, that was me, and I have a torn growing, and it was just close to the house, and I wanted to try to get some money. That one was, I didn't think it would hurt my growing. I'm just trying to, get by. And I was like, oh, hey, look, totally understand. I agree. I get that. But the guys that I'm talking about are the guys that
are perfectly fine.
Or at the PBR finals, or even at the NFR, and they might just be a tick late getting around the corner and just pick their head up and step off.
Now, when you bring it up to that point, then I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Partially, that's where a lot of my injuries come from, is because I didn't know when to turn loose.
Well, that was the family you was raised in.
You just took a
how big an ass stomping would you have got if you'd have checked out and looked out?
Oh, between
Audie and Chance would have done beat your ass.
They would. I'd never heard the end of it, so I didn't know.
Yeah, there was no other option other than to try.
So I mean, yeah. And now, but at certain points, that hurt me because I put myself in a bind by he's got me,
Yeah.
Not, but it just pisses you off when you're like, no, maybe because I know at some point, several times in my career where I knew they probably had me, but I knew that they didn't have me past the point to where like there was a point of no return.
Yeah.
And you get lucky sometimes hanging on the side of one.
Sure, and you never know what they're going to do. They can jump back underneath you. You can...
If you're looking, scratching, and clawing,
you might catch a slider over here and pop you right back in the center. But you don't know until you try.
No. But then again, at some point, there's just, depending on the bull you've got underneath you, there's no... Yeah. Once they've got you, that's it. Because he's still going left or whatever. Yeah. And... me and Lambert had this talk one time, or earlier this year, actually, when it came down to the teams deals. That was what he prides himself on. His group of guys is there's not a one of them on the team that checks out. If he senses that, he was like, I don't have a ton of patience for it. Basically, his words. And I remember asking him why a certain somebody wasn't there anymore, and he flat out told me. I thought, oh, well, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know, but that was the morning where we bucked bulls that evening, or you guys came down or whatever at the ranch there, and you were there, and that big white bull stepped right in the middle of my ribs.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I thought, I don't know how it didn't break.
I don't either.
Break one, but it sure hurt. And my wife, I remember her telling me, she was like, that was only my second bull back from my knee surgery, in which my first one was down at Lambert's place, was how I got looped into even being kind of looked at for a team. They were needing to fill one more position for the Rattlers team. And I was like, he called me. And what they wanted to do, I get some of my friends down there, they were like, called Dustin, and he's got some bucking machines. So they were wanting to do this type of training on my machines. And so I was like, yeah, we'll be there. And then he asked me, he goes, you been getting on anything? And I was like, well, as a matter of fact, I was wanting to get on bulls this week because I'm just coming back off my knee surgery. He goes, well, bring your stuff with you and you can knock off the rust down here. All right.
Yeah.
Well, teams deal still hadn't started, and they're still training. And then I had found out that they're still trying to fill a position. So I told my wife, I said, "Well, this is going to be my end if I've got one.
Yeah.
This is what I want."
Yeah.
And she was like, "All right, well." I go down there, same motto: pick the biggest and scariest one, or be the first one. And I was not first, but I picked the biggest and scariest bull of Profit Bucking Bulls was that guy's name, I believe, that brought bulls that day. Big old black son of a gun. But I was like, feel like I've seen him somewhere. And after I'd got on him, I was like, oh yeah, I know which one that is. But he, I warmed him, rode him right to the whistle. So they blow the whistle down there in their practice pen.
Yeah.
And I rode him right to the whistle. And if I'd have just started spurring one jump earlier, I'd have had him.
Might have been there.
I'd have had him. And Lambert goes, he was like, not trying to do, he goes, I forgot how good you could ride a little bit. And I was like, well, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know how I was going to feel with this knee because I had a different brace on than what I'd been riding with. So I was like, and I hated it. I threw that son of a buck in the trash just as soon as I got home and put my other one back on because I couldn't.
Can't feel
it. It was straight. It was too straight. My other knee brace has got kind of a little bow in it seems like, and not to where I could at least feel.
Yeah.
With that brace, I just stuck my whole knee in him and whatever I had was what I had.
Yeah.
And the rest was all, if they go left, and this leg's having one of its days, I'm basically riding them one-legged. I can get out of the well. It's getting in there. Getting out's not a problem. But anyway, I know we're going down a rabbit hole here, but I'm going to go ahead and tell it. But that was when we went out there to that ranch that day, and I got stepped on, and I was trying to hurry because we were driving to Odessa that night. And Chance took all freaking day.
Oh, yeah.
Bucking. I was like, I'm trying to get out of here. So I told him, said, the first one you run in here, I'm getting on him. And it just happened to be that sucker. And I ain't been on him since then. I don't know.
Well, you wanted one to go left or something, or away from your hand, or something. I think so. And I think that was the first one.
I wanted one going right to the left.
Maybe that was it.
I wanted one to the right.
Maybe that was it.
And because did you ever have those feelings where you felt like you were riding bulls better one direction, and then you get on one the other way, and it like screwed? You're like, shit, can I even ride one like that anymore?
Like I always knew I rode better into my hand, but I always liked them to go left. I just liked it that way for some reason, and then
it's like you wake up one morning and then that feeling of.
But it's just like I wake up one morning like, I think I'll have one that goes left today. I'd rather have one go left. It's like ordering eggs. I want scrambled or it was with me because I could ride them either way, but I think I was always, my riding percentage was way better to the right.
All right, Jal, Ricardo Vieta.
I mean I was still 90 a shitload away from my hand before you could pick them.
But I was we were running out of daylight too, so I was like, screw it, whatever comes in here, I'm getting on it. And drove all night down there. The next morning, and I don't even sleep, I don't think, by the time we get there. And I walk out of the hotel room, and guess who's standing right there? It's Lambert. And I'm like, what's up, dude? And he goes, how you feeling? I'm like, feel pretty good. Not knowing that my freaking ribs got smashed in the night before. And shook his hand, like everything freaking, I'm hurting bad. I'm like, easy there.
Yeah, I'm good.
So I was like, well, you're either going to have to just suck it up and freaking deal with it.
How bad you want it?
How bad you want it, right, is what so we start stretching and everything, and I felt great then. But before the event, I went ahead and had that, they had a medic there or something like that, sports med, and I said, hey, just take some of the pressure off of it, and I'll be good. And what I didn't know till earlier that day was there was 3 other guys that they had brought in, or 2 other guys, plus the team members that were already on the team. 2 other guys fighting for, so 3 of us, me, Dustin Martinez, and Mauricio Pieta. If you're watching this, don't kill me. Yeah. I was like, so first thing he asked me, he goes, you feeling good? And I was like, yeah, I'm feeling good. He goes, good, because I've got, you're the only guy getting on 2 for us tonight. Oh, shit. So I was like, okay. You're either...
yeah, come on.
Yeah, you're either in it or you ain't.
Yep.
And first bull of Cooper and Scruggs, Mesquite's his name. They bucked him on the team's deal quite a bit. Round the right, and I'm riding the piss out of him, and I kind of lift up just a little bit outside leg trying to just move. Mm-hmm. And when I did, he just stepped away from me. I mean, that much. And the next jump, he pops me in the head. Lights go. Mm-hmm. I don't know how. He knocked me stupid. I don't know how he didn't just completely knock me out. But I remember getting up going, my chickens are. And
yeah.
Luckily, Lambert saw it and was like, no, I seen it. You're good. I was like, I can get on the second one. I was like, just give me a minute to gather my chickens back up.
Shit.
And he goes, no, you're good. So right there, I was like, shit. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's about all I needed right there. It was just get popped in the head right at the freaking whistle. And then 2 weeks, they was taking them vests back from everybody that came and was on the team's deals or whatever. And he looked at me and he goes, you just hang on to yours for another week. I'll be in touch with you. Because I was fixing to give it back to him, and I was like, oh, all right. And then eventually it didn't. They picked the other guy, which fine. He rode one of his bulls down there, got bucked off the one I was supposed to get on, and I was like, well, whatever. We'll give it.
But I don't understand that either. I don't.
But I don't know if I'm
supposed to be making bull riders and helping bull riders, and I mean, they could have slid you in on the practice squad or somewhere or something, maybe, just to kind of bring you along a little better, and then move you in, here and there. But
I had one guy look at me and my stats weren't great, which they're not as far as
stats don't tell the whole story.
But I couldn't agree more, and I've had some people pulling for me just voluntarily, and I was like, look, I mean, if you I won't let you down, but I mean, that's up to them, realistically.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to pull no pity party crap or whatever. It's just whatever it is. I can't say I've got many more probably left in me.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Man, because I seen you went to Paul's Valley the other day. You and your brother had a bull riding over there. You win second or third there.
Went second there, and then I was one hole out of the money at Duncan at the Rowdy Swanson deal, and I hadn't been getting on that much this year. Just between my business and the kids are starting to kind of get more involved with.
Were you wanting to weed that out, or you wanting to weed that back in?
The bull riding?
Yeah.
As long as it goes good and I stay healthy, I'd like to keep it in keep it weaved in for a little while longer. Because to me, with everything else going, I can handle it. I figured out. I when it's time to ride bulls, I'm mature enough now that none of that other shit matters. Handle this, and I don't know if it's just maturity. But, maturing at a young age is a wonderful thing. For instance, like John, and even that Clay Guyton kid.
Yeah.
They're young. They're just now getting started. And to see them so mature and not letting certain bulls or certain scenarios get to them.
Not even the bulls, really. It's the cameras and the lights and the people and
or the I made it perspective.
Yeah.
Because
that gets a lot of them. Usually that second year, right? Like their rookie year, they're glad they make it. So, man, I still feel like they got to make it. Like I still got to make it, and then they make the finals, and then
the sophomore
that second
slump.
year, and they're like, I made it. I'm on the big show, because you get to start off the first year, keep rolling. Oh yeah, I got, and then you start,
You're already there.
Yeah, and
the rest of the guys down below, you got to catch up.
Well, then you fall into that, that trap, because there was a trap back in my day. You'd get in that groove of going to the bull riding and going to the after party and hanging out and then, sleep until noon, go sign autographs, and then go bull riding, and then, we're going back out tonight, and got an early flight, and then fly home, and then you live like a damn rock star, You fall into that mode, and you kind of bull riding becomes second at some point.
Been there.
You're just on a plane carrying a bag.
Yeah, everything's basically paid for. It's just like,
Yep, that eats a lot of them up.
And that's something I fight with, even still with today, is a little regret You know,
Mm-hmm.
seeing because. I mean, you saw me when I was
I
like
really
17,
wish at the end
8.
of my career somebody would reach around there and bitch slap me and woke me up. Personally, that's just me, you know.
Yeah.
I got in that rhythm. I got fucking going and having a good time, and I've got the world champ exemption, and you know I ain't got to worry about making it next week. They're gonna take me, and yeah, I wish somebody would bitch slapped me and woke me up.
I wish somebody would have grabbed me at 18, telling me to go home and get healed.
Work out, stay in shape, eat right, take shit, you know.
Yeah.
Take shit serious.
Yeah. And well, I mean, I did that. It was just I was scared I was going to miss something. So I didn't stay home.
Oh yeah.
When you're on a heater, you're scared, especially
you're
at that age.
It's not that you're going to miss something; it's that they're going to forget about you. They're not.
And that could have been.
And see, because there's politics. There's politics in the PBR.
Been,
There's politics in the PRCA, and anywhere. And when you become non-relevant, you disappear most time.
Yeah.
When you're not there, then you're not relevant. We don't need you. This guy over here is gonna get the fame. He's gonna get his picture on the side of the semi. You know, fuck, I was 18, 19. I thought I was a young gun, but I'd already won. I mean, at 20, I won the world. I thought I was still a young gun then. Well, they come out with a young guns trailer and my ass wasn't on it.
Was that when?
It was like, what am I, a fucking veteran now?
Let's see, who was those? That was probably Colby and
No, it was Ross and Justin and maybe Luke and LJ maybe.
Man, that was when
I mean I can't remember who all exactly was on there, but it damn sure wasn't me. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
No young gun for me. All right, cool. Thanks. But I had gotten hurt during that little time when they was getting that truck or something. I think I was like, well, I'm not relevant no more.
Well, and I feel like
not that it did bother me, but that didn't like bother my riding or anything. You know, wasn't. But you just kind of look back and go like, yeah, kind of makes you want to go and come back early and ride so you can catch
shock them again.
So you can catch some of them breaks to kind of help you down the road. Because the further out, the longer you stay, the harder it is to get back to the top.
And that's exactly. I can't say I was ever really at the top, but. I feel like I never hit my mature years until I was like 25, where everything just was like, didn't matter which freaking direction they went, I had them. Mm-hmm. If they just flat out butt me off, it wasn't for lack of try. It wasn't because I quit or because I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where I'm at now is because I was asking myself that the other day or talking to Chance about it, and I was like, I don't really know where I'm at right now. It's like I've got all this other stuff going on that's good for me. And I've got other responsibilities or priorities that take a little more attention. You know, like the wife, the kids, and then you get a house and land.
The thing
and
about
you
it
got
is
all
bull riding is not one that needs to be taken lightly.
It is a very selfish sport. And then when you add 3 dependents to it, now you've kind of got to learn how to spread that out and balance it. Luckily, I think I have a good work-life balance on when to shut it off and when, like, hey, this is, you know.
Yeah.
But, and that's how I ended up, you know, when I fell off the map pretty much and got hurt, I had to have a backup plan. A lot of people say make plan A work. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's great as long as you got somebody backing the bills. So
somebody's plan B, I promise you.
But when you don't have, you know, you don't come, people probably think we've got a lot of, no, everything that we've ever had been.
That shit ain't real.
You had to, you had to rake and scrape and my grandpa told me, he goes, the ones, I mean, his theory might be Trump today, but he used to think that the ones that were able to rodeo the easiest were the least likely to be successful, is what he thought. Or he actually said that in a documentary a long time ago when he was doing a bull riding school documentary. And I thought, but now the ones that are able to go and fight through those dry spells, I feel like, and bills are taken care of. You're good. You ain't got no responsibilities. Like, and you got somebody backing you that you're able to go and have a little less.
You got less stress on you. You can go. I mean, because trust me, I had sponsors and stuff,
But you remember before all the sponsors.
Before all the sponsors, yeah, I didn't have to. If I didn't win that week, I had to go to work,
haul hay, build fence. You doing
go
something.
to the oil field with my dad, help set up oil field auctions, whatever, and make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, or sell a horse or a bull, or you had to do something to generate cash to get to the next one, and you tried harder.
Yeah,
maybe that's the weaker part of the generation this time.
The lack of money, or the
availability of the money that they don't. It's not a,
Well, I mean,
I was a broke ass son of a bitch. I had to ride. I had to make whistle.
I mean, and that what irks me is like I'm more than capable of being right there with them, but I had a lot of left turns along the way. Not that just decisions not that I was into anything bad. It was just shit wasn't working the way you wanted it to at the time, and you're like, why is this kicking my ass?
Yeah,
I've worked my entire life for it. Why is it not working now?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so then you go and try to make Plan B work, and now I make a comfortable living at work. I'm still able to rodeo. I'm still able to run a business. Like, I'm still able to do a lot of things. But it does take a lot of pressure off of me knowing that I've got a business that is paid for that will help take care of some other things.
So basically right now you're riding.
I guess you can call me a weekend warrior.
We definitely could, right? That's what it's not what I'm asking. I'm just, so you're riding more for extra money now rather than going to try to get on tour?
No.
Or go be on a team or?
Truth be told, I'm going to still prove a point that I can still do it as good as I used to be able to do it when I was younger, before the knee, the pelvis, both groins, when I could move across the bull's back.
Yeah.
Now I've had to change the whole.
Yeah.
You've got to be way more correct with all that extra crap on, and there's no room.
You still wearing braces and all that shit?
I still have to wear a left knee brace because I had my knee fixed. I rode 4 or 5 years with a torn PCL that all it did was cost me more money, and I wish I'd have went and got it fixed sooner.
Yeah.
The groins, they're just, this one's gone, this one's got scar tissue. Figured out a trick. You keep them stretched out before you go and get on. They're good. They're good. And take the time to stretch all week long.
Yeah.
And even doing that's what I didn't understand when I first tore them. My uncle was like, your groins are your entire career.
Mm-hmm. They really
Take care of them. Well, when I pulled one the first time, it didn't make no sense to me because I was in high school, or just come out of high school, going into college. And I still stretched. I went to the gym. I did all that other stuff, and it still happened. So, I'm still going to prove a point. And no, it's more for myself, not towards anybody.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
29.
Turned 30 in February.
Okay.
So, I mean,
you're not done.
no, I'm not done.
You got time.
But I told my wife,
that was kind of my question, is what is your goal? Because I tell kids all the time, they go, well, I want to get on a bull. Why? You just gonna get on for fun? Just to say you've been on, or you're getting on, or you want to? This is something you want to do for a living? Because there's two different ways. There's different ways to approach it.
What I want to do is I would at least like to shake the bush somewhere, because that's what I'm going to have to do. I'd like to make a team.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's 1 year. I don't care.
Yeah.
But and I say just the teams, simply because if I were to get on tour, I'm not sure my body would let me hit 4 or 5 weekends, especially as crammed up as they have them now. and say it's going good, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to walk by about the 10th or 15th one, especially if I'm riding them. Because I know if I ride 4 or 5 in a row, throughout those 3-4 weeks or whatever, and I'm hurting.
So that's the max bulls you're going to get on in that 5-week span? 4 or 5 bulls?
Probably. I didn't say 4. Did I say 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no. Whatever. You know,
Yeah.
just move the number somewhere.
Because I'm like, John, we talk
he
about.
gets on a lot.
He gets on a lot. And I imagine Sage still gets on quite a bit. A few practice bulls here and there. So in 5 weeks, I bet he's going to get on 2 bulls a week, whether at competition or at practice. So you're looking at 10, 12 bulls there.
Yeah.
To get back to that level to where you're wanting to go to the team deal. Can your body handle it?
I don't know.
10 bulls in 5 weeks, or whatever it takes. Because are you ready to go to the team deals right now?
Yeah, I'm.
You ride good enough, 100%. You don't need to sharpen up. You're firing on all cylinders.
I stay.
Or we got to go to the practice pen and get on some and get sharp, and then go prove yourself, and then get on a team.
I want to say the way I feel now. There might be a lot of people disagree or be like, that's why you are the way you are.
How do you think bull riding got started? I bet I can ride him. I bet you can't. All right, here we go. That's how bull riding gets started. So.
I think as long as I know I'm going to get on and I do the stuff I'm supposed to do at the house, because it seems like the more practice bulls I tried to go and get on, or I tried doing what everybody else was doing.
You got to do you.
Yeah,
right? You're 29. You've been to the puppet show. You've seen the strings. You know where you're at your best. Yeah, and that's why I was asking you because you had said that if you had to get on 5 bulls in 5 weeks, you don't know if your legs will hold up.
Yeah,
I'm like, at that level where you're talking about going playing,
it's going to hurt.
You might be getting on 2 to 3 bulls a weekend. So if you do that and you're looking at 15 to 20 bulls in a 5-week span.
And I don't know if I could.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. A regular season, I don't think.
We're going to put you in as a designated hitter just every now and then.
It's middle of the pack.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's
it's whatever.
I think you could handle it.
I believe I could. I'm like I said, I don't want to sit here and sound like some little titty whiny baby, but no, I know that I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. And so I'll go to my grandpa's and Chance will run me something. Like if I feel like I really need, like I'm clamming up or I'm not moving or something's off.
Yeah.
I'll go. But for the most part, what I've noticed for the last 2 or 3 years, which have been the healthiest years, is just go and enter. And
you ain't had to get on no practice. You're not already sore before you get there.
I'm not already hurting. Because there's a tendon in that runs right next to my groin. I tore it at a pro rodeo, and it tore a chunk of bone off the bottom of my pelvis.
Yeah, that's nice.
I did that back in 2017.
Yeah.
Every time that I have to tape it up before I put a groin wrap on now. I have to put a piece of tape around my leg to hold that to where it holds pressure on it, because if I don't and I just put the groin wrap on and say I got a hold of them on both sides and they're bouncing or whatever, then that sucker is so mad by the time I get off, it just hurts to walk. So, I mean, I'm beat to hell on all the important things that it takes to ride a bull.
Yeah.
Your legs. And that's why I'm saying I don't know if my body, that's not saying that it can't.
But you don't know.
But I don't know. I've never pushed it that hard
right.
Except for in my younger days, but I don't know. That's what I told my wife. I said if I can go, because the kids are getting older. Like at some point it gets to where it's like, all right, something's gotta give here. Yeah. And I told her, I said, even if I went 1 year, go And, you know, if they kick me off, whatever. Just being able to go.
Yeah.
Then I said, shit, I'd be content with that. I'd give it a shot. It's time to move to the next chapter. And at some point you hit that point in your career to where you're like, I mean, Cody Till, for instance, he still got
finally hit the road. He finally into the rope.
He had
we're done.
Plenty of gas left in the tank, and he just was like, I'm sure it was just come to him where it was
he
like,
was what 19th or 20th this year.
He was staying he was riding very good, and I don't know if he got hurt or something. I'd have to ask him, but it was just finally time.
You just know when it's time.
Yeah.
It'll come to you. Just be like, yep, I got bigger fish to fry and done frying this one.
I was talking to Ryan McConnell about the same deal the other day, because I know for a point in time he just kind of it just kind of fell down for him, and he was just like, now he just goes to some open deals, and you'll see him about once a month, maybe twice a month, just show up and get on, and he's still just as good as he ever was.
Yeah.
And he's had just as much done to him as anybody as far as body damage.
Sure has. He's had some injuries.
So me and him was having that talk. He goes, he told me, he was like, you still got lots left to give. He goes,
just got to figure out where you want to give it. You want to go to the big show? You want to stay around and take money from these younger guys, or go these open bull ridings, or you could do good. You could get you a team somewhere and get on a bull team deal.
Yeah,
you know what you're getting on every time. Go win some money, and they add 4, 5, 6.
Oh yeah, the money's good if you teamed up with some good people.
Yeah, the stock contractors pay you damn entry fees too.
You both and a percentage.
And a percentage. How about that? There you go. Damn it, boy.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're just kind of floating in the wind here. I'll wake up one morning. It could be tomorrow. It could be the next day, and be like, all right, well.
That's kind of how it was for me. I was like, shit. I kind of done.
Well, how old were you and how old was Clancy when?
He was probably 5 or 6.
Because I was 13 the last time I ever seen you get on at St. Joe at the bull riding.
Yeah. He was 5 or 6 probably. He'd seen me ride a little bit. And then he seen me. Actually, he was into sheep riding one time, and I was into bull riding, so we rode the same event, same rodeo.
Yeah. So you just wake up one morning, and it was just
wait a minute. Let me refresh that. No, because I made the UPRA finals 2011. That's when I quit right after that. I'm gonna say 2012. I quit completely. So and Clancy was born in 2000, so he was 12. We was entering. Yeah.
How old were you?
Shit. 31 or 2 probably.
Yeah.
But I had already, like 06 is the last year I made the finals, and then after that it was just kind of hurting. I was just kind of being a weekend warrior, just going to Cowtown or going here or going there, and just kind of trying to figure out what I was going to do after rodeo, because I hadn't had it figured out yet.
Didn't know either?
No, I had no clue.
See, like my scenario is different than yours is. Yeah.
Like, do I have a good enough job over here where I don't have to go ride, or if I'd had a backup there planned somewhere where I had a good job lined up already paying and going, then I might have quit a little year or 2 earlier. But
that's so important to.
But I still loved it, right? I still love it. I lay down in bed every night and dream of, pulling my rope in one and taking my wrap and sliding up and nodding at that first jump. That's the quiet spot for me. That's the calm before the storm, the happy place. That's it.
Yeah, do you think any of them younger guys think, unless they win a world title or whatever, which some of them's making money hand over fist, that they're probably not even worried about what's 10 years down the road, but it goes fast.
It happens really
10
fast.
10 years even 5 years goes super fast. And there's a lot that can happen in between that time. Do you think most of them even think about that today? Your average, I'm just going to go buy 100 acres, throw some cows on it. I'll have some bucking bulls.
Well, you're going to get the money for 100 acres and 100 cows and this and all. Where are you getting all the money from?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, unless the money that they're making now.
Hopefully they invest and invest right.
Hopefully somebody's talked to them about it.
I think there's been enough cautionary tales throughout the years that's happened to that they do. I know for a fact I've told my kids that shit. I mean, I won a bunch. I did. I won a bunch. I won a shitload of money when I'm $1 million winner and all this. I still got a job. I'm like, shit, if you win $1 million or not, $1 million ain't shit.
It ain't shit today.
No. We was talking about it the other day. Me and Briar and Blaine was talking about it. And, the PBR does the payout. You win $1 million. Well, you can either take it all right then, and you got to pay the taxes on the whole $1 million, or you can take $100,000 a year for 10 years.
What'd you do?
$100,000 a year for 10 years ain't worth fucking shit. That's no. I didn't win $1 million. That bonus I got was $75,000. They didn't do that. They didn't do the $1 million until 2 years after I won it.
Oh, okay. So
I
got my years mixed up. That was on me.
Yeah, but you could, you got to win that. That's just they've got to take that money and invest it and have. And I see a lot of them doing it. They're buying ranches. They're buying bulls, which I don't know why. Get the fuck out of the bull business. It don't pay. Get into something else.
That's what my
invest
grandpa
your money
says.
into that. Get into something else. Get in the stock market. Do not buy crypto. It sucks. I did.
I lost some money.
I had a jackass from Texas talk me into that damn crypto shit. And
Code was the only time and the last time I've made any money.
Dumbest idea ever. That's about like me trying to go spend them fake $100 bills somewhere right there. Me buying crypto. Yeah. That's fake.
No, I try to tell them all that if they sit down and listen to me long enough, like there's a couple of young ones coming up that are going to be super special. They'll be talked about as long as they can stay healthy and don't make ignorant decisions between now and then. But I tell them, learn about either freaking real estate's evidently a big freaking thing. I wish I'd have learned that.
Take your ass to college and take any kind of business. Get you any kind of business degree.
What I can
if it's ag business, swimming pool business, dipshit business, I don't give a shit. Get some kind of business degree, and you're fine.
Yeah, and what I did was I went and got to a trade school in Okmulgee, OSU-IT, and learned how to be a applied scientist. It's called applied science, but I worked on natural gas compression engines, figured out how to work on them. And I also covered what I actually do for, my day job now I'm an instrument tech at the refinery.
Yeah.
So, and I make great living, and I'm 10 minutes from my house.
There you go.
I'm home every
and
evening.
You ride bulls on the weekends.
I can ride bulls on the weekends and operate another couple things. So
hell yeah.
But I've seen so many of them dedicate their entire life to the sport, and then at some point they never stop to go, well, maybe I need to learn how to do something where I can make $40, $50 an hour or whatever, because if you aiming for 20, you ain't making no money.
Yeah. So. No, they got to play it smart.
So
hopefully they're smarter now.
Had to figure it out.
And a lot of them now, especially the guys that are making a lot of the money, they got agents, and hopefully them agents are actually trying to help the young guys out. I don't know. But
yeah, sure Jeremy could probably elaborate more on some of that. Walker.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, Jeremy Walker's got an opinion on everything.
I love
and
Jeremy.
I got to say that he ain't been wrong yet.
He is.
A lot of people don't like him. I do.
I love the shit out of Jeremy. If he's watching it, he's the man.
Yeah.
But, I've heard some stuff just because I'd go over there and I sent a trap over there one time and went over and trapped some pigs when he lived over here by Holdenville. And me and him, I mean, if I wasn't careful, I'd be there a long time just sitting there talking about some of
That's
this.
bullshit. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, when I first brought him on, everybody was saying he was full of conspiracy theories. Well, every one of them some bitching conspiracies he brought up just about come right
I don't know how they could be
so.
conspiracy theories. The guy was right there in the middle of all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't know. And he's told me some stuff that I was like, God almighty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it opened my eyes a lot.
I was like, how the hell
But
did
we've called them, and I've got that episode, and when this last shoe drops here in another year or so, I'm gonna replay that episode and say, hey, this motherfucker here called it. Here it is.
Yeah.
So, well, Dustin, man, it has been a blast.
Yeah.
It has been fun. I think we've got time got away from us. We've been in here damn near
There was a lot.
good minute. Yeah, we stopped, took break, had pizza, and we just had us a good old time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Thank you for letting me come on.
You bet. Thanks for filling in. You know, I mean, Blake Sharp turned out. Kai Hamilton ain't got back with me yet, so you're a good
He's
replacement.
busy signing autographs.
They're doing something. They're too big for us guys, you know. Yeah. But anyway, well, good. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
And hey, guys, if you like this episode, go give our sponsors a like and a follow. They're Cactus Rodeo, Clay Harris. Man, he does a great job out there. Five Feathers Ranch, just come on, man. They have awesome bullfighter shirts, bull rider shirts. Even if you're a barrel racer and like looking good in and out of the arena, there you go. Five Feathers to take care of you. If you can dream it, they can design it. I promise you, they do excellent work. Also, Hanging G Fly Systems, man. If you got flies around the house, and I know this time of year it's aggravating and carrying on, and they're about to go away, but they're still annoying, give Brent a call. He'd come take care of it for you. And if you want the bull business, man, they ain't none better than Dennis Davis. Give that guy a call, and he can hook you up. And DesignTunnel Studio right here, Oklahoma City. You need anything commercial-wise, podcast-wise, ad-wise, whatever, you name it. These guys can do it for you, and they got wheels and will travel. So look them up as well. Until next time, we'll see you then.